7 degrees, and we have showers and thunderstorms on and off throughout the entire day. Very, very tough day to get around. Speaking of getting around, let's take a quick look at the traffic for you. There's a live picture right off the top at the George Washington Bridge at the tolls. No delays being reported at this point in the morning. Keep in mind, as is usual, there is the morning construction here. The upper level is easy pass until 6 o'clock. Expect delays due to the flooding on a number of roadways across the area. This will include the FDR, the Sawmill, the roads that you drive on and you know they have issues. They're having issues today. The rest of the Hudson River crossings this morning, the George, so it's fine, Lincoln, good, Holland, good. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended for religious observances. Meter rules still in effect. Let's head over to Craig. And it really got beat up in this storm, but certainly you can tell Long Island, anywhere from 7 to 11 inches of rain. In and around the park, this is crazy. Almost 6 inches of rain. Queens, 6.5 inches of rain. Newark, 6.5 inches of rain. Bridgeport, almost 7 to 8 inches of rain. This is from yesterday's storm system. Still unstable, not as bad as it was, but what I want to point out, Long Island, who's already seen just incredible amounts of rain, what I just ran down for you, remember, 6 to almost a foot of rain in some places. This heavier rain system right here, this little pocket of heavier showers and thunderstorms, poised to move ashore. So Suffolk County, get ready for another round of heavier thunderstorms coming through earlier this morning. Some of this is going to trail back to Nassau County, could even get into Queens and Kings counties, but you get the idea. This is some heavy rain sitting offshore on Long Island. Next half hour to an hour, we've got this system coming ashore, and it's going to be pretty tough out there. We're running it down for you all morning long. 77 today, 78 Tuesday, Wednesday 82. This system finally parts by Wednesday, and we've got more showers and thunderstorms. We're going to see flooding on and off all week long, and there is a flood watch in effect. Traffic certainly impacted by this. Jill will be back tomorrow. FDR southbound at the RFK Bridge. There's flooding, and if you drive the FDR at all, you certainly know that it rains, it floods there. This is blocking all lanes. That's why it's a big problem out there early this morning. There are slow delays in the area. If you're taking the FDR, try an alternate approach to the city. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended for religious observances. Meter rules do apply. Let's head over to Craig. Oh, we got one more thing. We just heard the city to more than 6 inches to almost 11 inches out on Long Island. But I just wanted to show you this bullseye area from Long Island all the way back into New Jersey. And here's our radar, the pale green down to about 1 inch, all the way up to about 10 inches. So a bullseye target in this point would be Coram, Rocky Point, several inches of rain. The problem is we have another large, heavy area of thunderstorms poised to move into Suffolk County. If you're in Suffolk County and you commute into the city, the earlier you get out of your house, the better off you're going to be, because we have another area within the next half hour to an hour poised to come ashore, trailing back towards Nassau, into Queens, and into Brooklyn. But look at some of these radar estimates along the Atlantic side around Long Beach. Several inches of rain, 7+ here. Back towards, up here you have your LaGuardia. Down here, JFK. Several inches of rain there. Brooklyn, Coney Island, same thing. Lower Manhattan, not so bad. In the city, we reported almost 6 inches of rain. And this was the area, the other area that was hit incredibly hard. Colts Neck, Middletown, all the way to Old Bridge. North and west, the commute in, not as bad. Around 1 to 2 inches of rain, maybe up to pockets of 3 inches of rain. The rest of the day today, we have the heavy rain coming ashore on Long Island. You might get some breaks in the clouds, and then we are back to more strong showers and thunderstorms. Potential for flooding out there. It's going to be a tough commute in and a tough commute home. Tomorrow, same type of thing. By Wednesday, Wednesday's okay early, but then we have another shot at some showers and thunderstorms coming in later on in the afternoon. If you needed the rain, you certainly got it. This is going to be a tough week. We're giving away some prizes here on Pix 11 Morning News. We're giving away laptops, flat screen. We just heard the city to more than 6 inches to almost 11 inches out on Long Island. But I just wanted to show you this bullseye area from Long Island all the way back into New Jersey. And here's our radar, the pale green down to about 1 inch, all the way up to about about 10 inches. So a bullseye target in this point would be Coram, Rocky Point, several inches of rain. The problem is we have another large, heavy area of thunderstorms poised to move into Suffolk County. If you're in Suffolk County and you commute into the city, the earlier you get out of your house, the better off you're going to be, because we have another area within the next half hour to an hour poised to come ashore. Trailing back towards Nassau, into Queens, and into Brooklyn. But look at some of these radar estimates along the Atlantic side around Long Beach. Several inches of rain, 7+. We just heard the city to more than 6 inches to almost 11 inches out on Long Island. But I just wanted to show you this bullseye area from Long Island all the way back into New Jersey. And here's our radar, the pale green down to about an inch, all the way up to about 10 inches. So a bullseye target in this point would be Coram, Rocky Point, several inches of rain. The problem is we have another large, heavy area of thunderstorms poised to move into Suffolk County. If you're in Suffolk County and you commute into the city, the earlier you get out of your house, the better off you're going to be, because we have another area within the next half hour to an hour poised to come ashore. Trailing back towards Nassau, into Queens, and into Brooklyn. But look at some of these radar estimates along the Atlantic side around Long Beach. Several inches of rain, 7+ here. Back towards, up here you have your LaGuardia, down here JFK. Several inches of rain there. Brooklyn, Coney Island, same thing. Lower Manhattan, not so bad. In the city, we reported almost 6 inches of rain. And this was the area, the other area that was hit incredibly hard. Colts Neck, Middletown, all the way to Old Bridge. North and west, the commute in, not as bad. Around 1 to 2 inches of rain, maybe up to pockets of 3 inches of rain. The rest of the day today, we have the heavy rain coming ashore on Long Island. You might get some breaks in the clouds, and then we are back to more strong showers and thunderstorms. Potential for flooding out there. It's going to be a tough commute in and a tough commute home. Tomorrow, same type of thing. By Wednesday, Wednesday's okay early, but then we have another shot at some showers and thunderstorms coming in later on in the afternoon. If you needed the rain, you certainly got it. This is going to be a tough week. We're giving away some prizes here on Pix 11 Morning News. We're giving away laptops, flat as well, but coming in from Long Island, it's tough. We have an area of low pressure stuck in the upper atmosphere, and what we're doing is just seeing this moisture move up along the eastern seaboard. It'll continue to bring the rain heavy at times throughout the day. Another 1 to 2 inches of rain is possible. That'd be pretty tough. 1 to 2 inches of rain, especially from the city eastward. The city westward, it's not as bad. High pressure is going to try to build in on Wednesday, but Wednesday afternoon, once again, we have another shot at showers. So today, 77, tomorrow, 78, and there's our high approaching for Wednesday, but still little instability in the afternoon hours. Jill's off. I'm doing a little traffic. She'll be back tomorrow. Live picture, George Washington Bridge at the approach at this point. No reported delays. Northbound by Route 4, there is a pothole at this point. Some of these potholes can be tremendous in size, so use some caution there. Outbound lower level by Route 4, the exit ramp has some flooding on it. It is causing some slow delays. A lot of the roadways that typically flooded are flooded out this morning, so give yourself tons of time. Tappan Zee Bridge, no delays in either direction at this point. There's your Tappan Zee. Use caution across the bridge, but right now there are no speed restrictions. A lot of times they drop the speed, they add speed restrictions when we have strong gusty winds or the heavy rain, but this area not going to see the heavy rain. Rockland, Westchester counties not quite as bad as the city and Long Island. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended, but you do have to feed the meters. Lisa, overnight really getting hit hard by some of those heavier thunderstorms. This is the Mauritius as well. Because of the heavy rain from the city eastward, we do have a flood watch. Expect another 1 to 2 inches of rain on top of the 6 to 11 inches of rain many areas saw yesterday. Central Park, almost 6 inches. This is the type of rain you get from a tropical system, a tropical storm, a hurricane. And we got all of this yesterday, and we're adding another 1 to 2 to it today. You put that together and you've got flooded roadways. LaGuardia, almost 6.5 inches of rain. Same thing in Newark. Bridgeport, almost 8 inches of rain. Showers and thunderstorms scattered throughout the day. High temperatures 77 degrees. The rain certainly impacting the roadways. A quick look at the traffic for you. Live picture, George Washington Bridge at the tolls. No delays being reported at this point. Keep in mind, if you typically drive on the FDR, the Sawmill, all of these roads that typically flood, you are certainly going to see the flooding out there, especially coming in from Long Island. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended, and that is due to religious observances today. We'll keep you posted, Craig. Direction, FDR southbound, and there's always issues with this at the RFK Bridge, flooding, blocking all lanes. The FDR frequently floods when it rains. If you're trying to take the FDR, go around it. If you can come in and go down the West Side Highway, although there's certainly some places there that I've run into flooding as well. Going to be tough out there, slow going all morning long. The rest of the East River crossings at this point reporting all clear. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended for religious observances, but meter rules are in effect throughout the rest of the day today. Today is definitely not the day for it, but we're trying to put out a cool idea for you. When the sun returns, try this. This is called Splash. It's in the Hudson River. It's part of their Circle Line. It's the Beast, and it looks like a beast. It's just like a jet ski on steroids. Street parking rules have been suspended. You still have to feed the meters. A lot of the roadways are flooded out. Early this morning, we're trying to keep you on top of it. Lisa? In LaGuardia, top 10, that's for sure. Back towards Central Park, where we have that 5.81 inches, Staten Island, but you can see Coney Island area all the way back into New Jersey, seriously hard hit with the heavy rain. North and west, not as bad. More showers and thunderstorms on and off throughout the day today. I've been trying to keep you on top of that. Tomorrow, the same type of thing. I think we'll see some isolated flooding today with the heavy rain that we're expecting out there. We're also giving away a ton of cool prizes, everything from laptops to flat screen TVs. All you have to do is listen for the secret code word of the day. Log on to pix11.com. All right, quick look at the traffic for you. Live picture, 59th Street Bridge. No delays in either direction. Both levels doing okay, so all is great there. Midtown and Battery early this morning. Midtown Tunnel, Battery Park Tunnel also looking clear. Tappan Zee is doing okay at this point in both directions. There is a 45-mile-per-hour speed restriction. This is due to the weather. It's not so much the wind. It's that the roadways are completely soaked across the area, and we're expecting more heavy rain generally east of the city. I don't think it's going to be as bad in Rockland and Westchester County. Rest of the East River crossings, there's your RFK, Whitestone, and Throgs Neck bridges. There are the issues on the RFK, Whitestone, and Throgs Necks looking okay early this morning. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended for the Feast of Assumption, but meter rules still apply, Craig. Accident this morning. It was. No, I really wasn't, Tony, I swear. Central Park, it was the wettest ever, and that was they've been keeping records at JFK since the 1940s. They had 7 3/4 of an inch of rain there. LaGuardia, 6 2/3 of an inch of rain there. That's the second wettest day ever. So this was an historic rain yesterday across the board. Heavy rain still poised to come ashore. We've been looking at this. We've been talking around 6:30 to 7:30, but it's still impacting the eastern end of Long Island. Other than that, we have this errant thunderstorm north and west of the city. This is pretty much the setup for the rest of this afternoon. Heavier downpours coming in on Long Island with just errant thunderstorms in and around the city and points north and west. So north and west, not as bad today. Eastern end of Long Island, just look at that. Heavy thunderstorms just poised to come ashore. This is creating all of the instability in the atmosphere, and because of that, we expect more showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Not as bad as yesterday, but certainly on top of the saturated ground. You'll see more widespread flooding. Same thing tomorrow, Wednesday. It tries to get a little bit better. Jill's off. She'll be back tomorrow. Here's a quick look at your traffic, which is, of course, being impacted by the weather. The weather is so bad, it's downright dark out there. Live picture of the George Washington Bridge. No reported delays. Northbound by the toll plaza, there is a huge pothole. I usually run right into them. Use caution. Outbound lower 11 by Route 4. The exit ramp has some flooding. It is still closed. It is still closed. So that's near the George Washington Bridge. Now, being reported, the 4 and the 6 trains uptown are running express. This is the 4 and the 6, not just the 6, from 42nd to 125th Street. In case you're wondering, this has to do with police activity to 110th Street. It's actually not related to the weather, but the 4 and the 6 express 42nd to 125. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended citywide, but you have to feed those meters, Lisa. 40. Central Park's been keeping records a lot longer. That's why it's the 5th wettest, and also we only had 5.81 inches of rain, which is an incredible amount. Keeping records in Central Park since the around 1868 to around 1869. This is a look. I just wanted to give you a broad perspective of who got beat up the most yesterday, because not everybody saw these devastating rainfall amounts. This is core amount on Long Island, also around Rocky West. It was about 1 to 2 inches of rain, so north and west not as bad. It was Long Island, the city, and parts of New Jersey really getting beat up from yesterday's storm. All morning long, we've been watching the eastern end of Long Island. Heavy rain there, expecting to become more widespread across the area around 6:30 to 7:30 this morning. Height of rush hour is going to be very challenging. Other than that, we have this isolated storm moving up towards Orange County, moving up towards the Warwick area in Orange County. So we've got another little heavier thunderstorm there as well. We'll keep you posted on, especially out in Suffolk County early this morning. We are continuing to see the heavy rain there. I showed you that. Just want you to know, widespread across the area, the National Weather Service is putting out a flood watch, expecting between 1 to 2 inches of rain. We have some areas that I really want you to, that I'm really concerned about, and that would be the eastern end of Long Island, specifically Suffolk County all the way up to New Haven County in Connecticut. This is what the models are picking up as of early this morning, and looking for the potential of 3 inches of rain. And this is this little swath from Suffolk County all the way up towards New Haven. In and around the city, we're looking at about a ½ inch to an inch. And north and west, it is not as bad. So today, I think most of the flooding will be confined to Long Island, and then isolated thunderstorms throughout the area. Early this morning, we have specific concerns about Passaic County in New Jersey and Orange County in New York. Next time I'm up, I'll show you that on the radar. Today, we've got widespread thunderstorms into tomorrow, Wednesday. It does get better for you. Let's take a quick look at the traffic. Jill is off, and she will be back tomorrow. Live picture, New Jersey Turnpike at the split. Traffic is moving okay, but southbound Eastern Spur, there is some flooding at Route 35, and it's closed between County Road and Cliffwood Avenue. Right now, they have detours posted in the area, so you have to follow the detours in order to get around. Keep in mind, from all of the rain that we had yesterday, there is a lot of flooding still out on the roads, so just give yourself some extra time. This goes for the FDR, the Sawmill. All of these roads get flooded out quite easily, and they are tough going early this morning. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended for religious observances. Meter rules are still in effect. One more thing, today's exit interior sections towards your evening hours, temperatures dropping back down to 75. It's not about the air temperature today, it's about all the rain we're putting up with. Take a look from Air 11. Wow, this is impressive. Air 11 up this morning at live over the Williamsburg Bridge. You can see there is an accident on the inbound side of the bridge by Delancey Street. Cars moved to Clinton Avenue. This has been a problem all morning long. There is an ambulance still here. Delays go back for over a mile. If you could see, the delays continue back on for more than a mile. This is around Delancey Street, so keep in mind, very, very slow going out there. In addition to the rain and the flooded roadways, obviously you end up having spin outs, and that's how you get the accidents. Alternate side of the street parking rules have been suspended for religious observances, but you still have to feed the meters, Craig.